Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick.
Well, we're seeing more and more women occupying executive roles in Irish businesses. However, there's still some way to go before the glass ceiling is well and truly smashed. One woman who has reached the summit of her industry is Gillian Whelan, who is the Managing Director and Country Manager of the Emagine Group. Gillian joins us now to share her story about how she overcame her own doubts to attain this leadership position. Gillian, when you joined us on Business Matters last year, you had just commenced your role within the Emagine Group. So perhaps you can remind us about Emagine and the services which it provides.
Thanks, Karl, for having me again. I'm delighted to be back with you. So we are a business and IT consultancy, and we provide our clients with a range of services, mostly in the area of expertise. So our clients will come to us and say, I need to get this massive IT program or project delivered. I need a very experienced project manager, program manager, business analyst, tester, software developer. I only need them for 12 months. They've got to be really, really good at what they do. Can you help us? And so that's one of the things that we help our clients with. We also provide our clients with training services. So we are affiliated with a number of industry bodies in the IT space and project management space. And we offer our clients customised but industry standards training. And then we also offer advisory services. So our clients will come to us where they're seeking advice. So we'll go in, we'll look at a problem for them. We will look at what's the root cause of that problem. We come up with a recommendation report. We present that to the client, and that enables them to solve whatever challenge they have.
And how has Emagine been performing in the Irish market over the past 12 months?
Thankfully, we've had a very good year, Karl. So we've continued with our double-digit growth this year. I'm forecasting the same for the end of the year. So we've had a very, very good year. We have acquired some new business this year in terms of new clients. So we're very proud of that, and we hope to see that expand in the future. We've also grown our business outside of just financial numbers, though, as well. So we just recently hired a new commercial director, actually, James O'Donnell. So he's been a fabulous addition to our team. So James has come in to help us streamline our plans and execute on our plans to enhance the services that we offer to our clients and improve how we interact with them on a day-to-day basis. And I suppose when I look back as well on the last 12 months, there's a couple of other successes I'm very proud of. So we continue to be very focused on investing in our people and attracting the best people to Emagine. And we launched a program last year called the Pioneer Program. And the Pioneer Program is where we are trying to nurture the best of talent we have within Emagine and basically our future leaders. So I'm actually just back from a trip in Warsaw where we had all of our pioneers from all of the Emagine countries together in Poland, presenting on some of the projects that they've been working on over the last few months. So we brought this group together. We've invested in their personal development in terms of training. We've given them an opportunity to work together across the different countries. So as you know, we have 25 offices across 12 countries. So we've given this our future leaders an opportunity to work together to come up with some great ideas to enhance the way we work, the way we interact with our clients, the services we provide. And it was really exciting to see the project ideas that our team came up with. So we've supported them and we're reaping massive benefits in return.
And Gillian, as well as all that, of course, the company has been very busy on the acquisition front as well in recent years. What is in your roadmap in terms of future acquisitions as we look into 2025?
Well, Karl, we actually recently just announced our 9th acquisition in the last 5 years. So we certainly had a very busy time. So we just acquired a business in Germany called Algier. They've got 30 years experience in our industry. They've completed 50,000 projects for 700 clients across very similar industries to what we work with in Ireland. And it's fantastic to see companies like that becoming part of Emagine, because that allows strengthen the depth of experience that we have and can offer to our clients in Ireland. So, yeah, we've big plans, ambitious plans.
AI is a hot topic at this moment in time. Is it an area that your clients are placing more and more emphasis on?
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely more and more of our clients are interested in how they can utilise AI to enhance how they do business. And one of the things I'm really proud about Emagine is we don't just talk about the art of the possible. We work very hard in delivering and developing AI solutions for our clients. So some of the solutions that we have developed for our clients include AI capabilities for HR, so an AI assistant for HR personnel, a virtual power plant, so generating power using AI rather than humans. A really exciting project we have on the go at the moment actually is a an AI solution for predictive maintenance solutions for trucks. So identifying when trucks will need to be serviced. So very exciting. But I think in the Irish market, what we see our clients very much interested in is how they can leverage AI to enhance a lot of the manual processes. So particularly in insurance and in banking, where there's a need to handle massive amount of data and documentation. We're working with some of our clients in developing solutions that are underpinned by AI to streamline and enhance those processes.
And Gillian, the reason that I wanted to invite you onto this morning's programme is to discuss female leadership in the corporate world. So how do you describe your own approach to leadership?
I suppose I've got a lot of people skills, right? And I definitely try and lean into that, right? And I look at how leadership has changed, over the course of the last 10 years or even 20 years. And I think, maybe 10 or 20 years ago, successful leadership was where you had maybe a very hierarchical boss who instructs downwards. And I think in the last 10, 20 years, we've seen changes where more softer skills like empathy, collaboration, etc., they're really critical to being a successful leader. And I feel thankful that I have those skills, and I definitely try and lean into and tap into those skills.
And from your own experience and from the experiences of your female counterparts, why are we still witnessing such low levels of women in executive or senior management positions?
There's cultural changes that are probably required to enable more women to be in senior executive roles. So if you think back to your school days, if you go to an all-boys school, you are traditionally offered subjects that are more suitable or seen as being something a little boy would be interested in. If you go to an all-girls school, you're probably offered subjects that are traditionally viewed as being a subject a girl will like. So from a very young age, even back to that stage, you're kind of being programmed or steered in a particular direction. So I think there's changes required across the board. But I often get asked about, quotas and what do I think about quotas. And unfortunately, I think quotas are a necessary, I don't want to say evil, I think they are necessary. So the pace at which we're changing is too slow. So there have been positive changes in the last few years. We do see more women now in executive roles, but not enough. So unfortunately, until we get to the levels that is appropriate, I think we are going to need quotas. I don't like the idea of quotas. I think quotas are dangerous. They can result in maybe somebody being appointed into a role that's not the right role for them. And I was maybe a bit reluctant to say that in the past, but now I've kind of embraced that message. Quotas, in my opinion, are essential to keep pace with the change that needs to be made. But what's really interesting is when I reflect on my own career, Karl, and I think about how I've gotten to where I am right now, the biggest challenges I faced were actually challenges I put in front of myself. So I look back and I think to myself, God, I actually lacked confidence in the past. I didn't maybe want to put my name forward for senior roles. I probably had a much greater fear of failure than maybe some of my male counterparts. I maybe I was a little bit more fearful of taking risk. I think that's kind of tied in with being afraid of failing. And then, I maybe didn't always choose the right opportunity. But I've managed to turn that voice off in my head now. I've managed to, it's still there by times. I still question myself at times. But I've managed to say, no, I'm doing this. I'm giving it my best shot. I'm doing a good job. It's okay. And I know it's a cliche, but actually when I reflect on anything that's been a failure in my life, it's actually been huge learning for me as well. And it's probably propelled me forward and made me better in my job now than I would have been prior to the failure.
Gillian, the very interesting points that you make about that, and it's what goes on in your own head. You are your own limiting factor in that respect. How did you overcome that obstacle?
There have been defining moments in my career, right, that have probably enabled me to believe I can do a job like I'm doing right now. So the first thing is, I'm very fortunate in that I have an amazing peer group of very successful females. So I think, I look around and, one of my best friends she's actually the CEO of CPM in Ireland and in the UK. So we're, childhood friends. And I look at her and I've seen her success. And she actually used to say to me, she calls me Jilly, by the way, She says to me, it's just another job. And I never think it's just another job. But at the end of the day, she's right. It is just another job. It's a busy job. It can be a very stressful job. It's also a very lonely job. But it is just another job, right? So she kind of instilled that in me. I've got another friend who's a senior director in good body wealth management. So again, I've got a number of female friends around me who have achieved a lot in their careers. And I think that probably helps me have the belief that well, if they can do it, I can do it. So I now try to be that role model, especially for females in my own company. Another thing I think as well, Karl, which is not really on me, but it's definitely led to where I am today, is I've been very fortunate that I've had support in the form of mentorship, but actually it's more than mentorship. I've had people in my career who they maybe at times have seen something in me that I mightn't have seen myself. And instead of just mentoring me and coaching me on what to do, they've advocated for me.
But for those that don't have those people in their life, how can they find them?
Actually, you just need to look around. There's so many successful females in politics and, in very public life that maybe we didn't see before, like Angela Merkel, Jacinta Ardern in New Zealand. Like, they're inspirational role models. They don't have to be people that you work beside or you report into. You just need to look around. There's so many more females now that are in very high profile, successful roles.
Finally, Gillian, as you look ahead to 2025, where are the growth opportunities for emagine in the Irish market?
Yeah, so in the Irish market, so definitely AI is going to be a big one for us next year, as we already discussed. We definitely are continuing to see a tech shortage, like a tech skills shortage. So obviously companies are trying to keep up with the pace of ever-evolving technology. So for us, we're continuing to invest in attracting amazing talent with the most appropriate technology skills, and that's where I think our business will be going next year.
Well, if you've just tuned in, that was Gillian Whelan, Managing Director and Country Manager of emagine, and I'm sure that Gillian's story and success has inspired aspiring female leaders that are listening to this morning's show.
Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick.